Outside right now, it's mostly cloudy, mostly dry, muggy, couple of sprinkles here and there. This is our West Shore home camera from our studios looking toward downtown. You can see the gray. The skies look rather threatening, but they're not going to produce any wet weather, at least in the short term. We do have a Pacific cold front lining up to the north and west of us. This will be arriving overnight into tomorrow morning, helping to increase our chances for rain and even a few thunderstorms. And then behind it, much drier air blows in, and I mean blows in. The gusts will be very strong here tomorrow, and that's why we're concerned about the fire danger. But first, let's talk about the rain chances. So those rain chances gradually go up later on this evening. Not particularly high at first, 10 to 20% of us getting rain before midnight. After midnight, scattered, mostly light showers, but a stray storm is certainly a possibility. Maybe even get a strong storm with this thin line coming just ahead of that Pacific cold front here tomorrow morning. And quickly after that rain is done, the sun comes out. And this line of showers does not produce much in the way of wet weather. We're thinking less than a quarter inch of rain, and many of us way less. And then as soon as that line of showers is done, the sun comes out, the air really dries out, and it will be a very windy day here tomorrow. Let's talk about those wind gusts, because at first they're coming out of the south, helping to pump in the warm, moist, humid air that we've already got in place. And we'll be seeing these gusts in the 20 to 30 mile per hour range here this evening and overnight. And then as our Pacific front arrives tomorrow, those wind gusts start to come out of the west. So from the south to the west, and this is the rough arrival time of that front in Austin. You'll notice it because those winds will get even stronger with the arrival of this Pacific front. And then look at the type of gusts we're seeing here for tomorrow afternoon. 35 to 50 mile per hour gusts expected in a fairly widespread way, but we could get some gusts up to 60 miles per hour in parts of the hill country during the afternoon, although these gusts really come down tomorrow night. The concern for those highest winds in Mason and San Saba County has prompted the National Weather Service to issue a high wind warning for tomorrow for those gusts potentially up to 60 miles per hour, which not only would contribute to a very high fire concern, but also localized power outages are going to be possible anywhere here tomorrow with these types of winds. Out of the west, for the rest of us under a wind advisory, gusts 30 to 50 miles per hour. But if we start to see an uptick in the winds, then additional high wind warnings would be possible, and red flag warnings for the entire area. A red flag warning basically means exceptionally high fire concerns here tomorrow. So tonight we're down to 62, scattered showers and isolated storm, especially overnight into early tomorrow morning. We'll get rid of those showers very early tomorrow, say by 7, 8 a.m. for most of us. And then the sun comes out and we're up to 77, but then we're very windy with that very high fire danger. So those gusts 30 to 60 miles per hour on top of very low humidity means you want to avoid all burning tomorrow. Do not toss cigarettes. You have to dispose of them very carefully. And if you operate heavy machinery, just make sure you're doing your best to avoid generating any sparks that could get out of control. This is one of those scenarios where the ingredients are in place for fires to spread rapidly, but we can do our part to prevent those fires from beginning in the first place. Then another cold front comes in tomorrow night. The winds back off. The relative humidity won't be quite as low. Wednesday, sunshine and 70, 71 on Thursday, sun and clouds, into the 80s on Friday, then back into the 70s this weekend and into Monday of next week. Don't forget we spring forward this weekend as daylight saving time begins.